The woman had just scattered wheat seeds into the ground. Unexpectedly, the next second the seeds began to grow rapidly. In just a few seconds, they were fully ripe. Seeing this, the woman brought over the old hen that laid eggs at home. Unexpectedly, the hen also started laying eggs like crazy. Before long, the yard was covered with eggs. It turned out that the space the woman was in was different from the outside world. Everything planted and raised here could mature 100 times faster. The woman looked excitedly at the wheat and eggs and said, "Now we don't have to worry about food anymore." Then she brought the food back to the real world. It turned out that in the real world, a terrible locust plague was sweeping across the globe. Crops in all countries had suffered devastating losses. Everything the woman did was to cope with the famine. With this space, her family's food situation improved dramatically. One day, the woman brought a pot of chicken soup to the table. Unexpectedly, her husband became very angry when he saw it. He scolded the woman for wasting food like this. The hens at home should be used for laying eggs, but the woman said it was a wild chicken she had found outside. Her daughter Lucy was so frightened that she knelt on the ground. She thought her mother was going to marry her off to an ugly old man, which was why such a lavish meal was prepared. Even her granddaughter knelt down, begging the woman not to sell her mother. Seeing her daughter and granddaughter looking so pitiful, the woman quickly helped them up. She explained to her daughter that she killed the chicken not to force her into marriage, but only so the family could have some nourishment. After hearing her mother's explanation, Lucy finally felt relieved and sat down to eat with the family. As they were enjoying the delicious chicken, several people outside were drooling over the chicken. They were the woman's 3 sons and their wives. One of the woman's grandsons couldn't hold back anymore. He rushed straight to the woman's dining table. Unexpectedly, the woman immediately dragged him out. She told him to go back to his own home to eat. Seeing the woman so heartless, they had no choice but to return home. In fact, there was a reason the woman was so cold. It turned out that before the woman unlocked that magical space, she had gone to ask her 3 sons for help because of hunger. It turned out that when the family divided their property, the woman gave everything to her 3 sons. There was no surplus food left in the woman's home. When the famine came, she quickly fell into despair. She went to her eldest son's house to beg. She hoped he would give her some food. Unexpectedly, the eldest son's family didn't even open the door to see her. So the woman went to her second son's house. But she was greeted by the malicious daughter-in-law. The daughter-in-law was very annoyed when she saw the woman. Not only did she refuse to give food, she wouldn't even give the woman a sip of water. The woman wanted to say more, but the daughter-in-law slammed the door shut. Finally, the woman went to her youngest son's house, but when the youngest son saw her, he told her to get lost. He blamed her, saying both of his brothers had wives, but she never found him a wife. The woman didn't even have time to explain